Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear students, in our previous video we have learned the lesson number 1, that is classification of plant. Today see the classification of kingdom Plantae. See the revision of this lesson. Kingdom Plantae is divided into two subkingdom by the scientist Eichler in 1883. In cryptogams, all non-flowering plants are included, and in phanerogams, flowering plants are included. Subkingdom cryptogams is divided into three divisions. They are Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. In Thallophyta, plant's body is not differentiated into root, stems and leaf. Plant's body is not differentiated into root, stem and leaf. The example of Thallophyta is algae, fungi like yeast and mold. Algae like alva, chara, Spirogyra is the example of Thallophyta. Now see the Bryophyta. Bryophyta have a false root, stem and leaves. So they have a false root. Instead of root, they have a rhizoid. Rhizoid is a filamentous structure that functions as a root. Instead of stem, they have a seta or stalk. Instead of leaves, they have a leaf-like structure. They reproduce with the help of spore. There is a capsule, and when this capsule mature, this capsule get rupture and the spores get spread, and if these spores get a favorable condition, new plant can be grown from this spore. Now see the Pteridophyta. In Pteridophyta, P is silent there in the spelling. Pteridophyta possess true root and leaves, means they have a conducting tissues like xylems and phloem. They possess true root and leaves. The example of Pteridophyta is fern, Selanginella, Lycopodium is the example of Pteridophyta. An example of Bryophyta, the example of Bryophyta is moss, Mercantia, Anthoceros, Ricea. These are the example of Bryophyta. And in Thallophyta, fern, Selangilla, Lycopodium is the example of Pteridophyta. So this is the classification of subkingdom cryptogam. Subkingdom cryptogam is divided into three divisions: Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. Now see the division of subkingdom phanerogams. Phanerogams is divided into two division, that is gymnosperm and angiosperm. In gymnosperm, the seeds is naked, and in angiosperm, covered seed is there. So on the basis of covering of seed, they are divided into subkingdom phanerogram is divided into two groups, that is gymnosperm, division subgymnosperm and division angiosperm. The gymnosperms have a naked seed and angiosperm have a covered seed. The example of gymnosperm is Cycas, Picea, Pinus, Thuja, etc. See angiosperm. Example of angiosperm, they have a covered seed. Example of angiosperm is mustard, maize. These are the example of angiosperm. Now see, angiosperm is divided into two group. They are dicot and monocot. Dicot and monocot. Dicot means the seed have a two cotyledon. Such plant is called as dicotyledonous plant. And in monocot, the seeds have a single cotyledon. That is called as monocot. See the difference between dicot and monocot. The seeds of a dicot have a two cotyledon, and seeds of monocot have a single cotyledon. See the difference in their root. The root of dicot is well developed, primary root, or it is also called as taproot. And in monocot, the root is fibrous. That root is called as fibrous root. See the difference in their stem. Dicot have a strong hard stem, like example banyan tree. Monocot have a hollow means pocal बोलते हैं जिसको hollow in bamboo, false stem in banana and disc like stem in onion. Leaf, see the difference of the leaf. The leaf of dicot plant show reticulate venation and the leaf of monocot show parallel venation. Flower, see the flower of dicot have a tetramerous or pentamerous symmetry and monocot have a trimerous symmetry. So this is the difference between the dicot and monocot. Example of dicot is mustard is the example of dicot, groundnut, pea, sunflower is the example of dicot, and monocot, the example of monocot is maize, coconut, wheat. These are the some example of monocot. Now see the exercise. Question number 1. Match the following. Thallophyta. This plant mainly grow in water. These plants mainly grow in water. Example of thallophyta is algae. The see thallophyta, these plants mainly grow in water. Example is algae. Bryophyta, these plants need water for reproduction. Example moss. Pteridophyta, tissues are present for conduction of water and food. Example fern. Gymnosperm, no natural covering on seed. Example cycas. Angiosperm, seeds are formed in fruits. Example tamarind. See the match the pair again. Thallophyta, these plants mainly grow in water. Example algae. Bryophyta, this plant need water for reproduction. Example moss. Pteridophyta, tissues are present for conduction of water and food. Example fern. Gymnosperm, no natural covering on seed. Example cycas. Angiosperm, seeds are formed in fruit. Example tamarind. Write down this match the pair in your notebook. It is your homework. Now again take a pencil and write down the answers of the fill in the blanks. See the first fill in blank. A dash plants have a soft and fiber like body. The answer is Thallophyta. Thallophyta plants have soft and fiber like body. Second B. Dash is called the amphibians of the plant kingdom. Bryophyta is called the amphibians of the plant kingdom. Now see the C fill in blank. In Pteridophyta, asexual reproduction occur by spore formation and sexual reproduction occur by zygote formation. D. Male and female flower of gymnosperms are born on different sporophyll of the same plant. See the fill in blank again. The answer of first fill in blank is Thallophyta, second Bryophyta, third spore and zygote. Two fill in blanks is there. Answer D, gymnosperm. After that, next question number 3. Answer the following question in your own words. Write the characteristic of the subkingdom phanerogams. For this question, refer the first paragraph of page number 78. The first characteristic is phanerogams have spatial structure for reproduction. Phanerogams have a spatial structure for reproduction. Second, they are seed bearing plants. Third, seeds are formed after the process of reproduction and contain embryo and stored food. See the fourth, they show presence of separate conducting tissues for conduction of water and food. For conduction of water, they have a xylem, and for conduction of food, they have a phloem. Next, distinguish between monocot and dicot. I already explained the difference between monocot and dicot. So see, write down question number 1 in your fair notebook, question number 2 and question number 3, A and B in your fair notebook and in your homework notebook also. So this is your homework. Allah Hafiz.